Mr. Chris Hall.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
show.
Let's go straight to the first four.
All right, first four.
Chris, what was your first music album purchased?
First music album, and yes, it was actually an album.
Here you go.
I can't remember which was the actual first, but I know the first three that I had. Pink Floyd, The Wall,
Oh, wow.
Billy Joel's Glass Houses, and the Cars' first album.
Wow, those are all classics.
I would say so, yes.
You weren't slumming it on the music back then.
Nope, I was in Chicago then. The Loop was the radio station back then, man.
The Loop.
That was good.
I grew up with the black billboard,
Yep.
the white loop sprayed right across it with the giant
yeah.
L for sure.
I remember.
What about the first concert you attended?
First concert I ever saw was The Who at the Pontiac Silverdome, 1982.
Wow.
And that was their farewell tour at the time, too. Which, ironically, I just saw them 40 years later again. I took my daughter to see them at American Airlines Center a couple weeks back. So they're still going after
And that was their
leaving.
farewell tour.
1982 was their farewell tour. It's Hard was the record they were out with.
40
at the
years
time.
later.
How
Dude,
about
if I
that?
didn't know, sometimes we'll ask guests ahead of time. We'll say, here are the first four. And I get this sneaking suspicion like they cherry pick for the best possible choices. We literally gave him like 4 seconds heads up, so that can't
No,
be true.
that was it, man. The Who and Eddie Money and the Clash opened up. for
Oh,
him.
wow.
That's pretty
It's a
awesome.
great
That's a
show,
concert.
man. Yeah.
is.
Good way to start things off for a 14-year-old
Yeah,
kid. I
really.
guess.
Right.
What about your first job? This is one where you actually had to pay taxes to the government on.
That was probably, so I threw a paper out, and I was a little league umpire as a kid and
There
everything
you go.
back in the
Yep.
day. But my first job I paid taxes at was probably working in a movie theater, and I learned to do everything from make the popcorn to sell the tickets to put the movies together and start them and close the shop up. So that was in high school. That was probably the first job that I actually had to understand what FICA was and why he was taking all my money.
What about, so the last of the first four questions, first vehicle that was like your vehicle?
First vehicle that was mine, I was lucky enough that my parents helped me out back when I was in high school. I had, if anybody can remember this car, I'll give them a high five. It was a Ford EXP. It was a little two-door Mustang ripoff, basically.
Okay.
Cheap version of a Mustang. So it was kind of a little sportsy type car, but it didn't go anywhere very fast. But it was kind of a cool car back then. So I had a white one, and it had like black and red trim. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, I thought I was cool with that, definitely.
Ford EXP. Yeah,
I'm sure you were.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
You know what a Ford EXP looks like?
I do not, but
I don't think it lasted a whole lot of time, maybe 4 or 5 years worth. But
from all your previous answers, you know, the Who, working at a movie theater, I thought you were going to say your first car was going to be a Corvette.
no, you know what? I've never been like a big sports car guy. I did. My mom had a Mustang convertible when I was growing up, and that's what I learned to drive on. But like, I never got into the whole Corvette and all the fancy race cars. It's more, I don't know. It's just that never hit me. Like, I want to get a sports car and go fast.